YouTube. I'm back. Thought I'd tell another quick one. Still drinking the high quality H2O. Second bottle. I'm pounding it today. Good. I need the hydration. Still smoking another. I just put another bowl in. Fantastic, fantastic pipe. Great blend. Enjoying the day. So this isn't an 80s story. I'm going to tell them a little embarrassing story about myself. So if stories about breaking wind are not your thing, or you're easily offended by that, go ahead and skip over. I'll give you 5 seconds. Well, not even 5. I'll give you 3. You can bail. Okay. Well, if you're still with me, then you're not easily offended. And you probably find humor in stories about passing gas, as I do. I really think it's funny. I don't know why. Most people think it's not, but I think there's some humor there. So, to protect the innocent, and because the statute of limitations has not expired on this heinous act, I will not name names or stores. But let's just say I was at a big box store, a big one. And let's just say that was probably about, well, I'm not going to tell you how many years ago. Well, let's just say 5. Just make up a number. And I'd been out that day shopping and doing whatnot. Probably hit Bed Bath & Beyond and the Home Depot. You know, things like that. I like to do stuff like that sometimes. I was in this big box store, and before I went there, I had stopped for lunch. And if memory serves, it was I believe Taco Bell. So there I am in the health and beauty kind of section where they have, all the soaps and shampoos and baby powders, you name it. And I feel this disturbance in my stomach. And normally I am respectful. And would not do this in public, but I found a nice clear aisle. Nobody was around. There was no way to make it to the restroom. And I knew I needed to break wind, so I wanted to do it as cautiously as I could. Well, as I was doing that, I had no idea what I was about to unleash on that poor store. I think they're still looking for me. Pretty sure they're still looking for me. But anyhow, to my utmost horror and embarrassment, as soon as I have finished the act, multiple people decide that's the aisle they want to come down. And I was kind of in an end cap at the end of the aisles. Not only did multiple shoppers come down, here come some store employees. So I hustle over an aisle or so over and I'm doing my shopping, and I'm trying to just stay out of everybody's way. Flee the scene of the crime, essentially, is what I'm doing. I hear this commotion. And this store employee just yells, "Oh my God!" At this point, being the juvenile I am, I start to laugh. And she calls this other employee down to the end cap to where the act was perpetrated. And she absolutely, you hear another, oh Lord. I'm trying to hold it in at this point. It just, I'm next all over it. I'm listening and I'm starting to laugh. And they're trying to determine the source of this because it was of such a nature that it couldn't have just been from breaking wind. It had to be something decomposing in that aisle. And I hear the one lady yell, I bet somebody has stuffed another baby diaper in this display. Now I'm getting interested. So as I'm chuckling, I come around the corner and peek. And there they are looking at the display. And they have decided that there is something foul emulating, from the display. So they decide we've got to tear this apart and figure out where this source of stench is coming from. So there they are tearing apart this huge display in the middle of a big box store with customers looking all kind of green at the gills. They're pissed, convinced that some foul person has changed a kid's diaper in the store and just stuffed it in a display. Who does that anyway? Is that a thing? I guess you could ask that about who breaks wind in a store and chuckles. Is that a thing? That is a thing. It's not something you set out to do. It's not a goal in life, okay? Give me a little bit of a break. I had Taco Bell, for Pete's sake. And, I made the best out of a worse situation. But they didn't see that. So, again, needless to say, I think I'm wanted in that state. They don't know who did it. But as they're digging to find this and tearing this display apart, I just have to turn and walk away. And I'm literally now in tears because I hear the cussing and the, ranting and raving and how could somebody do this and this is the most foul thing in the world and blah, blah, blah. I had to get out of there at that point. So I left. Well, I finished my shopping and then I left. But that's the story of the incident at the big box store. One I'm not proud of, but one that, is worth telling. I know I've told that a few times to a few people and they found it pretty humorous. So I thought I'd throw it out there today. Again, if you've watched this long, thank you. If you found it humorous, great. Hey, if it wasn't your cup of tea, don't unsubscribe me. Just throw a thumbs down, maybe if that's what you want to do, Or just, I gave you a warning. You could have skipped the video. I gave you 5 seconds. That was plenty. You decided to watch this. You decided to watch this. I warned you. Anyhow, wishing you all the blessings in the world. Y'all take care, and